Hello everyone, this is Evan from BlazikenTCG, and today guys, I won another Green Cup with Gardevoir EX. So I know I haven't been documenting all of the cups and challenges I've been through lately on the channel, and that's mainly because I had one cup where I won just because I was the only senior to show up. But other than that, the past 3 or so cups that I've been to, I've just gotten just barely short of winning and got second place at all of them. So I didn't think that it would be too exciting to go over my cup runs because they were, kind of just standard everyday runs that weren't too exciting. So I decided to just not make videos on them, and then for the challenges, I've now maxed out my challenges. I have 6 challenge wins, and that is because 5 of the 6 challenges I've been to, I've been the only one to show up. So, yeah, no one really shows up for challenges in my area. So, right now I am at 360 points, so I am 90 points away from getting my invite. So far I have my 6 challenge wins, and then for my cup wins, I have 3 wins for cups and 3 second places. So if I can win 3 more cups and then top 32 a regional, then I will get there. But anyways, I won a mini cup yesterday with Gardevoir EX. So here's the list that I played. I decided to just play a fairly consistent build. So I tried to make the build consistent while having text to answer several matchups. So we're playing the standard Gardevoir line, the new, because I am playing the Battle VIP Pass version. I can never really make the non-VIP Pass version work, so I just played the VIP passes. So I added a new so I could search up the VIP passes early on in the game. And then of course, I put in the Jirachi for the Lost Box mirror matches. However, I do think Cresselia is probably slightly better because it's also good into the mirror match as well. The Greninja, and then I added Spiritomb, which was one of my more interesting tech cards, and that's because there's usually 1 or 2 new players in those seniors cups. So I thought that adding in a Spiritomb would be a good call because usually there's usually about 1 new deck, and then sometimes a Lugia, and Spiritomb is good against both of those matchups. I had the Scream Tail, and then I opted for the Luxurious Cape instead of Zacian. And then I also added in the Minion just to increase the consistency of the deck. 3 standard supporter lineup items as well. The 3 level wall was kind of scary. If I could go back, I probably would have added 1 more level wall. I think we definitely do need the 4 level wall. And then I added in Lost Vacuum other than Worker. And I think that's the only other interesting thing to note is that I have double collapse instead of collapse and Arzon, and that is because if I'm playing the Minion, I like to have 2 collapse stadiums, so I can eventually discard it. And it works well most of the time. You have a much higher chance of fighting the collapse if you have 2. So very, very helpful. So round 1, I hit Goldango EX. So I lost the flip as usual and had to go second. My opponent pretty much got everything set up. They got like double VIP fast start. They got everything set up, and I had a pretty lackluster start on my side of the board. They get the attack. I have to Mirage Step, so they get another attack. But what happened here was my opponent misplayed. They announced Naked Rain without having an energy attached to the Goldango, so they basically just had to pass there. Otherwise, I would have been pretty far behind. They would have had 4 fights left, and I would have had all 6 because I had the Mirage Step. But missing that attack gave me a bit of a chance to catch up, and I did end up taking the win versus Goldango. I think even if they had have been able to attack that turn, I still think I would have been able to win because they still had like 2 prizes, so I probably would have won anyways, but I was still nervous for a bit of that game because I thought I was going to be too far behind, but I did end up getting the win versus Goldango EX. Round 2, so my opponent won the coin flip and opted to go second, and then I'm like, this has to be Miraidon. And then they flip over a Miraidon EX, and I'm like, oh no, this is going to be a bad matchup, and look at my hand. So I went first, I started the routes, And then I put down Luminion and Luminion for research just so I wouldn't get donked and then passed. And that was all that I had in my hand. I had like nothing in my hand, a complete dead hand. And then my opponent luckily missed the turn 1 Iron Hands by 1 energy. I had to Mirage Step for this next turn. They got the Iron Hands, and I had like nothing, so I played a Collapse Stadium to discard my Luminion, and then they discarded like a Squawkbilly. Then I counter-captured the Flappy and played an Iono, and then basically passed because I had nothing out of the hand with the Iono. So then they did not have a way to get the Flappy out of the active spot, so they just had to attach and pass. Well, no, what happened was they attached and passed, then I draw and basically just pass. Then what they do is they draw their card, they tandem unit for a Raichu V, they electric generator onto the Raichu V, and then we realized that the collapse was still in play, so they made a completely illegal deck search there. They searched out the Raichu V and shuffled with the cards from their previous hand on the bottom of the deck thanks to Iono. So I called a judge. The judge took a few minutes to decide what to do, and he came back and said it would be a double prize loss. And then I appealed because I said that the cards on the bottom of the deck were getting shuffled back in, so it's an irreversible board state. So I appealed. We called up another judge, and my opponent ended up getting a game loss for that situation. So kind of unfortunate how they lost that one, but I'll take what I can get, because if I had not, if that had not happened, I probably would have lost that one. So kind of unfortunate for my opponent how they lost, but I guess that's just how the game goes sometimes. I guess part of the game is just making sure that you don't misplay. So I ended up winning against Miraidon EX. So at this point, I had beaten both of the other 2 seniors. There were only 3 seniors including me. So I pretty much would win the cup anyways. But round 3, I go up against a master who was playing Gardevoir EX, so it was a mirror match. We flipped the coin, he wins the coin flip, so I went 0 for 3 on coin flips yesterday, and he wins the coin flip, opts to go first. He has the Mew in the active spot, and he, using the Series Tail, finds the VIP pass, uses VIP pass, gets like a Greninja and I think double routes, he gets Greninja and routes, concealed cards, and then finds another route, so he passed with Mew, Greninja, double routes. And then I was able to, and by the way, I also started through Luminion as well, so very bad start going second and starting Luminion. I was able to use VIP pass. I got like a route and a Mew. I retreated into a Mew, used another VIP pass, and I got like a route, Greninja, and then Iono'd, find another route, and then passed there, and then he ended up going for a aggressive Zacian play, because he was playing a really interesting build of Gardevoir. It was like a Turbo Guardian build. He played 4 Earthen Vessels, 2 Beach Courts, and 2 Zacian Vs, so like a Turbo Gardevoir build, and he also played Weirder V as well, so very interesting build there. And then he was able to go for an aggressive Zacian play because he had the energy attachment. I forgot to mention he also had the Zacian on the first turn, so he had the energy attachment, Roar the Sword, then he was able to attach the Zacian, Beach Court out of the Mew, and go for an aggressive knockout. Then I didn't really have too much, so I just had to go Candy Guardy and hit with the Gardevoir EX. To kind of a lackluster start. He was able to boss the Mew EX and knock it out. And then I can't quite remember everything else that happened after that, but it was kind of just back and forth. I remember at one point he misplayed, he miscounted. I think what he did was he attached the reversal energy to Zacian, and forgot that reversal only works on single prize evolution Pokemon, so he miscounted the energies a bit. What he did was he hit into my Screen Tail, forgetting that it had the luxurious cape on it. So then that kind of just did it for me. I was able to retreat out of the screen toe, collapse it away, and then just continue with the game from there. And then and then something really silly happened later on. I ended up running out of Gardevoir, out of my Gardevoir line, so I didn't have any attackers, so I had to put down 2 routes and then pass. And then I was still so far ahead, the next turn I was able to just rare candy Guardy and bust the new EX, or not the new EX, the new from Celebrations, and knock it out. So, yeah, definitely a very interesting game there. It was a really back and forth game, but I did end up taking the win in the Gardevoir winner match. So there you have it, guys. I went 3-0 with Gardevoir at my cup. So I have 360 points out of 450, so just 90 points to go. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one.